Hey traders, so the mining stocks today had very nice bids, and over the last few days, I said I believe the mining stocks are going to start to break out. They did, and then I also said the last couple of days that just don't be sort of concerned about what that little pullback we've got for the last 2 days, because I believe we're going to get a turning point soon. And that's exactly what happened. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so the good old stock market, the good old markets. Oh, before I do start guys, people have asked me about how I trade the markets, what sort of systems do I use, how do I find it, how do I scan the opportunities, what sort of markets do I trade, all that sort of stuff. So if you go to Johns, Johns, livetraining.com, I'm running a webinar today, and on that webinar, you'll be able to see exactly how I trade the market, my system. I'm just going to walk you through my trading system, and so you can start to use it straight away. Johns, Johns, livetraining.com. I'm running that today, so go check it out. Now, the thing that I'm noticing right now, I said a few, actually, let me start. Spit it out, John. If I look at gold, right? If I look at gold, once gold broke out, and if you guys remember the last few days, well, I said once gold broke out of my momentum, this sort of purple line, I said that we're now likely to be raising up towards the 1820 to 1830 level, which was my target for this double bottom back here, because I had a target for the double bottom. And so this double bottom, one bottom and two bottom, and then we have the neckline. The target for this double bottom is right there. So this 1820 to 1830 level, which also goes inside of this resistance level back here, that's where I believe we're going to get to. So we did actually get a bit of a breakout right here, and then we had this one day here where it didn't do much, and this day here I came back and said that I wouldn't be too worried about this little pullback we're getting right now, because I believe we're likely to continue up. We're going to get a turning point here soon, so I wouldn't be too worried about that, especially in gold. And long and behold, bam, gold, very nice 1% update, very nice breakaway bar, and we continue to get a lot of strength coming into gold. So gold is definitely starting to capture that bid, and so many bumblebees right down here got so frustrated and so cranky about gold. Those who are patient are now slowly getting rewarded. And same for silver as well too. Silver, I was saying the exact same thing for silver. So silver, you can see that that once we did get this breakout right here, right there, I said we're now likely to have a bit of a follow through. We didn't the next day. Again, this day here, I came out and said that I wouldn't be too worried about the pullback in the markets. So just get ready for, I believe we're going to start to see some more upside to come. And that's exactly what we got through there. Now, moving over now through to the good old GDX as well too. And again, guys, all these markets, I was saying the exact same thing, that we definitely on this day here got a breakout. And I said that even though we got this down day through here, the very next down day, that the buyers are starting to slowly come in control, and I'm expecting a turning point. Even on the GDX, I was actually very bullish on the GDX. And you notice what happened here on the GDX. I've got my sort of resistance line, and you can see that if I draw my resistance line, you got the starter point here, resistance line, resistance line, resistance line, resistance line, resistance line, all through there. And once we actually broke above this, look at it now becoming support, bit of a support there. And now we're actually having another nice update today as well too. So we're definitely starting to capture, definitely starting to swing with the momentum. And you can notice here that when momentum changes, you can see that on my lines here, that once the market goes down and we start to get back above the line, then we have a nice little short-term upward move. Then we get back below the line, and then we get a short-term down move, back above. There's a short-term momentum swing. So as soon as we broke above this momentum, it told me, and I did a video for you guys as well too, that we're now likely to see this. And the volume today in the miners is absolutely crazy. Also SILJ as well too, very nice up bar as well too, getting a lot of the miners and metals are capturing the bid. And those bumblebees that were not patient, they're probably stuck in Bitcoin now thinking, what the hell's going on? Miners and metals are moving and Bitcoin's doing nothing. What's going on? Yeah, I still get those spammers in my comments. They're like, yo, yeah, if you're not investing in cryptos, you're doing the wrong thing and you're missing out on profits if you're not investing in cryptos. There's scammers in my chat box, and they go, text this WhatsApp number to blah, 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 blah. I just block their asses. So we can see here SILJ as well too. Very nice up bar today. Very, very, very nice. So guys, getting a very nice bid. With all these miners and metals, the SILJ, very nice bid. So I believe we're going to have another night. We're going to have another nice rise, or a nice continuation now. At least up to around about that $18 level, I would say. What's that? 14, 16, 16... 17, yeah. So around about the $18 mark. Maybe this is the start of the big breakout, but we're definitely gaining a lot of strength through here, and the SIL as well too, gaining a lot of strength. The SIL, the buyers are coming in strong now. What do I mean by people saying like, John, but what do you mean by the buyers are coming in strong now? If you actually look at this here, if you actually look at my chart, notice here that the market, the sellers came down, found a bottom, we rallied up, made a resistance point, came down, found the bottom, right? So you notice how the buyers didn't come in here early. Right? What I mean by that is that the sellers came down and they end up knocking it down to a double bottom around 39. But look what's happened here. The market ran up, then the sellers came in, but the buyers started to bid it up much earlier. So notice how the buyers came in here. So the buyers came in here, which is a nice significant higher low compared to the time they came in here. This is how you know that the momentum on the upside, the momentum in this market, this is where we're starting to get the momentum for the upside, right? So we're really starting to get the momentum, really starting to get, the buyers right now. You can see here by this significant higher low, the buyers are coming in so much earlier right here. This shows the buyers a lot more eager than they were back here, right? Because here they were double bottom, rallied up, come back down, and then the buyers came in here double bottom. They weren't really that eager, right? They sold off to the previous lows. This time they rallied up, made a slight little higher high through here. Then they pulled back, but look at the buyers coming in strong now. So the buyers are coming in much more eager now, and we're starting to get across below this support level or resistance level. And now we're starting to see some strength there. So the buyers are really starting to eagerly. They're very eager to come in right now. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. Quick little update on the good old stocking market as well too. Dow Jones, continuation. Dow Jones, market's in a melt up. Don't fight the market. And you know what? Don't fight the market. S&P 500, bit of a sideways movement. I'm expecting just another nice continuation of what we're seeing through here when it comes to the S&P. Nasdaq, a bit of a sell-off, but I see turning points coming real soon in Nasdaq as well too. We are in this ascending triangle pattern that I talked about a few times ago. So we need to see where it breaks out. This is the thing about people in the chat box like, okay, John, so you don't know where it's going to go, but if it breaks up, it's probably going to go up. If it breaks down, it's probably going to go down. It's like, yes. If you are new to the markets, then you must understand there's a thing called waiting for patterns, waiting for a confirmation of that pattern, and then there's a probability based on that. People just, right? They just go through there. They just rack their brains because they just don't understand. They don't understand what I just said there. That's how the market works, right? You have these patterns, and then you have an entry off that pattern. But once you get into that pattern, there's no certainty of that pattern actually working out. There's a probability. And that's where most people, when they get involved with these markets, they're like, if you've been involved with the markets now for a year or two, you might not understand that one thing. And that's where most people get so cranky. It's like, but I thought you said it was definitely going to go up. It's like, no one knows what's definitely going to happen, but these patterns, just like this ascending triangle pattern, once we get back above 14,000, there's a good chance we go up to 16,000. And what the hell is that? There's a good chance we break 14,000, we go up to 16,000. Okay, good chance. Not 100%, maybe 70% chance we do that. Okay, right, bumblebees. So guys, I'm going to wrap up the video now. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button. And once again, guys, most people are struggling with their trading right now. They're very confused about these markets. How do I read the markets? How do I trade the markets? So, guys, make sure you come down to Johns, Johns, livetraining.com. Join my free training today that I'm going to be running. Webinar, masterclass, whatever you want to call it. And once again, guys, on that training, I'm going to walk you through a few things. First, I'm going to walk you through how I went from $250,000 in debt to now being a trader now for over 16 years, and a full-time trader over 10 years. So I'm going to walk you through that. I'm also going to walk you through my exact pattern, like my number one trading pattern that I actually look for. I'm going to share with that, plus the entries and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to walk you through examples of the crypto market, the Forex market, futures market, stock market, options, and so on and so forth. And then I'll show you exactly how I scan the market so I can have my trading literally done within, say, an hour or just a little, just within half an hour to an hour per day. Sometimes a little bit longer, depending on how much of a watch list I get back. But I'll show you how I scan the markets to find the best opportunities as well too. So go to johnslivetraining.com. Go check out that, and I know you're going to absolutely love it. And until then, guys, I'll see you next time.